Not enough people are talking about the fact that Donald Trump has just had one of the worst 3 week stretches in modern day political history, rivaling what we saw from Joe Biden before he dropped out. Now, to preface all of this, Donald Trump's campaign was built around beating Joe Biden. His sole goal for running was beating Joe Biden because Donald Trump couldn't stomach the fact that he lost Joe Biden in 2020. So now Donald Trump is running, but Joe Biden is not. And therefore, Donald Trump's campaign is in a tailspin. In just the past 3 weeks, we saw Kamala Harris outraise Donald Trump by double. Hundreds of thousands of new volunteers have signed up to join Harris's campaign, and a new breaking poll from Marquette University has Donald Trump down 8 points in a three-way hypothetical matchup with RFK included. And in a head-to-head matchup, it's just as bad for him. He's down 6 points among likely voters and 4 points among registered voters. In battleground states around the country, Trump is losing or tied. Just 3 weeks ago, before Joe Biden dropped out, Trump was up in many of these states and was even up nationally. Many believed that Trump had the inside track to the presidency, but he couldn't get out of his own way. And as a result, today, Donald Trump, who hadn't been seen on the campaign trail in several days, decided to have a press conference in Mar-a-Lago where he went off on an hour-long tangent attacking Kamala Harris's race again, attacking Jewish people in America, and more. I mean, it was just a pretty stunning display to witness. And one big takeaway from that news conference is that Donald Trump agreed to a September 10th debate with Kamala Harris. Now, let me preface this. The media is going to tell you that Donald Trump challenged Kamala Harris to a debate, but that could not be further from the truth because Kamala Harris had previously agreed to the September 10th debate with ABC News. Donald Trump, who initially didn't want to debate Kamala Harris because he was leading in the polls, decided not to debate even though he had already agreed to that same debate against Joe Biden. So Donald Trump pulled out, Donald Trump chickened out, and only now, after seeing latest polling, because he is scared of losing, because he is scared of the polling, he decided to commit to the debate. Now, I want to break down this press conference and show you some clips. So let's start off with Donald Trump attacking Kamala Harris's race again. Watch this for yourself.
Sure about that, but to me it doesn't matter. But to her, from her standpoint, I think it's very disrespectful to both, really. Whether it's Indian or black, I think it's very disrespectful to both. To me, it doesn't matter.
Mess.
Please, redress.
As you can see, he can't help himself here. He literally continues to attack Kamala Harris's race. But if that wasn't it, he also attacked Jewish people who support Kamala Harris. Watch this for yourself.
There was some reporting, I believe, in the New York Times that Kamala Harris said she might be open to the idea of a weapons embargo against Israel. I wonder if you can comment on that.
I'd be against that. That Kamala is in favor of not giving Israel weapons? Yeah. That's what I hear. Look, she's been very, very bad to Israel, and she's been very bad to Jewish people. And I say it, if anybody I know is Jewish and they would vote for Kamala over me, they should have their head examined. If you think about it, I gave them Golan Heights. I gave them the capital of Israel, Jerusalem. I even built the embassy. I gave them no Iran deal. The problem is they didn't do anything with it. Iran was broke. We could have made a deal so easily. I would have had a deal done within 1 week after the election with Iran. Iran can't have a nuclear weapon. It's very simple. We would have gotten along with Iran.
Folks, I'm Jewish. I'm an American. I'm voting for Kamala Harris, and I certainly don't need to get my head checked, unlike Donald Trump. And lastly, let me take 1 minute and show you this clip from the press conference today where he literally compared his own crowd sizes to that of MLK, saying that he had bigger crowds than Martin Luther King Jr. Watch this.
Never see the picture of the crowd. The biggest crowd I've ever spoken. I've spoken to the biggest crowds. Nobody's spoken to crowds bigger than me. If you look at Martin Luther King, when he did his speech, his great speech, and you look at ours, same real estate, same everything, same number of people. If not, we had more. And they said he had 1 million people, but I had 25,000 people. But when you look at the exact same picture, and everything's the same because it was the fountains, the whole thing, all the way back to from Lincoln to Washington. And you look at it, and you look at the picture of his crowd, my crowd, we actually had more people. They said I had 25,000, and he had 1 million people. And I'm okay with it because I liked Dr. Martin Luther King. Yeah.
The delusion is completely unreal. And Donald Trump is absolutely flailing right before our eyes. Kamala Harris's odds continue to rise, and it's only likely to continue with the DNC convention coming up. So, folks, we have a long way to go until Election Day, but I'm here to provide you all the updates. So be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video with your friends and family. Thank you for all your support.